Dwayne. Thank you for being in the building.
Don't call me Dwayne.
Oh, what's your name?
Is.
Yeah. Okay, so
don't go by my government.
Oh, don't go. I'm sorry about that. Okay, is. So tell the world who is.
Shit, damn, that nigga. You know.
Okay.
That music shit, man. Like, that's what it is.
How long you been in the music game?
I've been doing music. Damn. Seriously, since like 98. Then I stopped. Then did street shit. Then came back to the music. It was always my passion. So.
Oh, in 98, I ain't trying to tell your age. How old were you in 98 when you started?
In 98, I was 15.
Okay, so how did you know that was like your main passion that you wanted to pursue it?
All the OGs I looked up to, that's what they were trying to do to, like, you know, just do normal shit, you know, and they promoted the music, and I just would be around them all the time, and it was something like, you know, I sneak and listen to my brother's tapes, and you know, I hear them listening to shit, and it just was something I loved, and I would write down like what I would say if I had the opportunity to be on that beat, and yeah.
Okay, you saying OGs. Drop some of these names of these OGs.
So OGs as far as the music go, Cotty, you know what I'm saying? Shout out him. He got a project. Cotty. He from Newberry. He got a project he coming out with. At the time, man, like the coldest shit. And I had this conversation with him the other day. What they had put out, they had this song called Fallen Earth. It was him and his group. And that was the hardest shit, like, in the city at that time. Like, when you heard that song, like, that was the standard. You know what I mean? And you wanted to kind of, like, set your bar high to where you could be where they was at. Because they shit was hard. Like, and it really motivated me to take it serious. And then, you know, I had a little homie at the time. Shout out BJTV. He was super young, and I remember him and his little group he was with. They asked me if I'd come and listen to them sing for me, cause people knew I had paper back then, and you know, I put some paper behind whatever I was doing. So they came and sung for me, and I remember it was in this little like shack on somebody's property, and the group was cool, but it was just something about him that stood out, and he was always one of the coldest that I ever heard, and he's still doing his music. He out in California now, so shout out BJTV. Real cold, but those are some of the people who, like, I really looked up to in music.
I keep hearing you say Newberry. Is that where you from?
Yeah.
Newberry. Now, is it harder for musicians to come and become successful? I know you said BJTV is in California, but do you think y'all have to grind harder coming from a smaller city?
Hell yeah, you gotta grind harder, cause the ain't really the only real tips is stop the crab in the barrel mentality. You know, it's unfortunate. Greenville a bigger city than Newberry will ever be. You know, actually I was born in Prosperity, South Carolina, which is even smaller. We didn't get a stoplight till shit, I think I was like 11, 12, but I always hung out in Newberry. But I mean, and to this day in Newberry, it's an ass of talent. You know, I hear them on like Facebook, and I got artists up there that I fuck with, that I really like their music, but just that crab in the barrel mentality, sometimes people just, you're not gonna support each other the way you should. And it's the same way around here. That's why you hear people always say, oh, if you want to make it, you got to get out of South Carolina, or you got to go out of your hometown. I don't agree with none of that shit.
You agree with that?
Nah, hell no, I don't agree with that.
Now, I heard you saying something about you had a little paper.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to put money up. Do you think it takes money to become successful in the music business?
It takes money, but it also takes strategy. And what I found out as I've gotten older, you got to be strategic with what you're doing. You know what I mean? You can't just go out here and say, okay, well, because you can have $1 million. If you spend $1 million on a project, because it's people around here that's done it. You got people around here who done had big name features. Gucci Man, Boosie, still ain't took off. You know what I'm saying? Your efforts, you spent 10 racks or however much you spent to get the feature. Still don't nobody know you outside the city. So you could take that same 10 racks and you could go to Atlanta, you could go to Charlotte, and you could get a promo deal or a promo package with a DJ down there to keep your stuff in rotation. You just expanding your fan base. You know what I mean?
I remember listening to something one time with Nicki Minaj, and before she got on, she said she spent some money to go behind a mixtape behind Lil Wayne so he can notice her. Do you think that's important to try to get the big artist's attention, to try to get like near their city or near them on a mixtape or anything like that?
I think that's important on two bases.
Okay, go ahead.
If you trying to sign a major deal, and if you're not really, active on social media. See, back then, and it make you sound old because you can look 5 years ago and you can just see how things changed. You can look 10 years ago, MySpace was the hottest thing going. And you put your music on there and people would be on MySpace and, that was it. Now you got Instagram, you got Facebook, whatever, all these platforms, SoundCloud, YouTube. You can put your music everywhere. You could touch. Like I was looking at my Spotify stats the other day. My biggest fan base, and I don't promote a lot on Spotify, but it's the UK. Yeah. And I don't know nobody in the UK except producers who done start sending me beats from the UK. I don't know anybody from the UK. But I can't pay to go on a tour in the UK. I wouldn't even know who to contact. But the internet gives me that. You know what I'm saying? It opens up that avenue for me to look at other doors. So, to the question, I don't think now like paying to go on tour with a big time artist. No, my thing is this, and this is what I tell everybody. If somebody really believe in your talent, your overhead should be minimal. If they really believe in your talent. Now, if they just trying to make money off of you, yeah. But if somebody look at your talent and be like, I know the money go come, I'm going to spend it now on them, I know it's coming in the back end, that's who you need to look for. Them the type of situations you need to be in. Not nobody who looking for, man, I need $2,000 up front just for you to sit down and talk to me. I ain't got nothing to say to you then. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
How important is a team?
You got to have a strong team. And you got to have a team to where people understand, like, y'all are a team. And what I mean by that, you got some people who, you see them 1 week, they with this person. You see them the next week, they with that person. So they hop and click, so you never know who you really can identify them with. You know what I'm saying? And your team, y'all all gotta have, like, you don't have to have the same goal. Cause your goal, you can have people on your team, their goal is to go national. Your goal could be to go international. Some people's goal could be to be local.
What's your goal?
But y'all gotta have the same drive. My goal is just to be as successful as I can, and be passionate about what I love to do. And in a nutshell, what that look like for me, it ain't about having mad cribs, and it's about me waking up every day and doing nothing else but music. That's all I want to do. It's about me reaching back and showing other artists, like, it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to tell somebody that they shit hard. That's cool. So that's my goal, like, to really put a light on South Carolina that people ain't seen, because people done seen the light, but they hopped off and did other shit. So, yeah.
Is there anybody around here that you think got the talent to make it on that national level right now?
Yeah. It's a lot of artists, and I'm gonna say this shit ain't gonna be popular. But back when I was listening to other artists' music, I don't listen to other artists' music now. And it ain't no diss. I tell my homies on that, they be like, hey man, you check this out. And the reason I don't, because when I was listening to other artists' music, subconsciously, you find yourself kind of letting their creative juices kind of come into your lane. And before you know it, you like, oh, I like that shit they made. I need to make something like that. No. I stay fresh with it. And that way I know, and I listen to my shit like, man, I gotta make sure I ain't sounding like nobody. And I ask people from time to time, if you had an artist who you could compare me to, who would you say? They be like, man, I'm trying to think. Like, well, your lines, you got some shit that damn, like make you think like Fab and Kiss, but as far as like who you sound like I don't know, and that's what I want, you know. But if I look right now from when I was listening to people's music, and I shouted some of them out on my tape that's about to come out. I fuck with Triple Casari. I love that little young nigga energy. I love it. Real Big Zoe. I love that nigga's energy. I love the pain you hear in his voice. That shit is real. Date Dog, back from my hometown, Newberry, South Carolina. Like Fabo. I don't know if people remember Fabo back when D4L came out. To me, Date Dog, that's Fabo. That nigga wild, but his shit hard as hell.
That's a musical legend too.
Yeah, he a legend. Like people who, like I would say, who kind of new to it. I like Mister out of Columbia. I like Deezy. I like Rennie shit. But I mean, I take it even back further, man. Like people who don't understand the pioneers. You got like Collard Greens. You got Sab Young, you know, all of them hard ass artists. Yeah.
I saw recently you performed Bad Girl at the Culture. You did really good. What was the name of that event?
It was Culture Shift Entertainment. Shout out to them. I like their movement, Chemo. My man Ayo, he was on the bill. And he actually invited me to come out and do that with him. So that was a good look. So I mean, it was a great vibe. I appreciate the love on that. I think they making noise, you know. I think they go turn some heads. They keep going. I know a lot of people in the city, and I was telling my man that when we went there, like I'm the kind of person, man. I can get along with anybody till you show me who you are. And if you show me you a sucker nigga or a flaw nigga, I cut you off. And we won't never revisit that again. But
what's your zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Okay.
Yeah. But
bullheaded.
Yeah. But I never got nothing but love. It was all positive vibes out there. But when I was telling people like, hey, come pull up on me. I'm performing here. They're like, man, we don't fuck with them niggas. And I'm like, huh? What they do to you? You know what I'm saying? But that let me know they doing something right. For people to have that response, we don't fuck with them. So again, crabs in the barrel, hating on the next man. Niggas do that shit, man.
You know, I follow your social media page and I see how you put out a lot about cliques in Greenville. So can you elaborate on that? How you feel about that?
Man, I go to a place, cause usually when I move, I'm by myself. Cause I only got like a couple people in my circle. That's Merv, that's A, and then Quay. And A usually DJ and Merv has some other shit going on. And then Quay, he usually be busy or doing something. So I just roll out by myself. And I see people like I talk to them, they'll say, yeah, about whatever. You know, we need to get together and do something. And then I see them like maybe dapping up other niggas in there. But then like a next event I see them at, they may talk to me and be like, man, that suck ass nigga, like, fuck him. And
so basically it's like two-faced.
Yeah, and I be sitting there like, damn, this nigga must have forgot. I just saw him with my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was dapping up, probably even took a picture together, you know, for Instagram. But at the end, you know, like, and I said that in one of my songs, you know what I'm saying? Them likes, they not matching your real feelings. So just keep the shit real, cause I'ma tell you if I don't like your shit. I'ma tell you if I don't like you. You know, and that's what it is. If you don't like me, that's fine. You don't have to like everybody. But, you know, I get along with everybody till you show me who you really are. And then after that, we got nothing else to talk about.
Ask yourself, do you know what beef is? Come on.